households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our sea, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, through civil blood make civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured, piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which, like their children's deaths, not renewing, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Stranger, on my word, we will not carry coats.
No, but then we should be calling you.
I mean to be collar or draw.
Aye, while you live, draw your neck out of the collar.
I should quickly be moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
The dog of the half monkey moves me.
Move is to stand. To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou movest, balance the way.
The dog of the house moves me to stand. I will take the will of any man or maid of monkey.
And then that proves thou a weak slave, for only the weakest take the wall. Cry the tool. Here come two of the house of Montague.
My naked weapons out. Quarrel, I'll back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
Oh, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law of our sides and let them begin.
I will frown at them until we pass by, and see if they take it as they list.
Nay, I will put my thumb at them, which is the disgrace of them if they bear.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Yes, sir, I do go. But my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law on our sides if I say aye?
No.
No, sir, do not let me go. You, sir, but I do cut my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir. No, sir.
I serve as good a man as you.
No better?
Well, sir.
Say that. Here comes one of our kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
Oh, you are.
Talk to be a man. Gregory, remember that fucking blow.
Talk of peace. I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues and me. Have at thee, coward!
What place is this? Give me the long sword! Oh!
What did I say? Why call for a sword?
My sword, I say! Montague has come and flourishes his blade in spite of me!
Only not if you go.
Not stir a foot to see the foe.
Rebellion subjects, and your peace. Profaners of the neighbors with the seal. Will they not hear? What ho, you men, you beasts that quench the fire of your pernicious rage with purple fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture from your bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word by thee, old Capulet, and Montague hath thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets, and made Verona's ancient citizens cast by their grave-beseeming ornaments to wield old partisans in hands as old, cankered with peace, to part your cankered hates. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, shall go along with me, and Montague, come you this afternoon to know our further pleasure in this case, to old Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel new approach? Speak, cousin. Were you by when it began?
Here were the cousins of your adversary and yours. Close fighting ere I did approach.
I drew to part them. In the instant came the fiery Tybalt, with his sword prepared, which, as he breathed defiance to my ears, he swung above his head and cut the winds, who nothing withal histamine scorned. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and fought on, part and part, until the prince came, who parted either part.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am that he was not part of this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the gold window of the east, a troubled mind drove me to walk abroad, where, underneath the grove of sycamore, that westward rooteth from the city side, so early walking did I see your son. I made towards him, yet he was ware of me, and stole into the covert of the wood.
Oh, many a morning hath he there been seen.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it, nor can learn it of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and by many other friends. But he, his own affectionate counselor, is, I shall not say how true, but to himself so secret, so close, so far from sounding or discovering, as if he were a bud, bit by a nervous worm, to cut him off from showing his beauty to the sky or his beauty to the sun.
See where he comes. So please you, step aside. I'll know his grievance, so be much denied.
Oh, I would thou wert so happy to stay. True shrift from him. Come, madam, away.
Good morrow, cousin.
The day so young,
By new struck 9.
I me, sad hours seem long. It's not my father that would end so fast.
It was. What sadness lay with Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Tell me what fray was here. Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. There's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing first create, oh heavy likeness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep. That is not what it is. It's love feel I that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cousin. I rather weep
Good heart at what?
at thy good heart's oppression.
Such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in thy breast, which thou wilt propagate to have it pressed with more of thine. This love that thou hast shown doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Farewell, my cousin.
So I will come along. Do leave me so, you do me wrong.
But I have left myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo, he is some other rare.
Tell me in sadness, who is it you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
Oh, I ain't so near when I suppose you loved.
A right good marksman. And she's fair, I love.
A right fair mark, fair cousin, soon as hit.
Well, in that hit you'll miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow, she hath Diane's wit. And strong proof of chastity, well armed. From love's weak childish bow, she lives unharmed.
Then she hath sworn that she will live in chaste.
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste.
He ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties.
Which is the way to call hers exquisite and question more. Farewell, thou canst not teach me how to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
Montague is bound as well as I, and penalty alike, and 'tis not hard for men so old as me to keep the peace.
lord. Say it's my suit.
But say more what I have said before. My child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her right to be a bride.
Younger than she are, happy mother's maid.
Too soon marred are those so early made. The earth has swallowed all my hopes, but she. But woo her gentle Paris, give her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. If she agree within the scope of her choice, lies my consent and fair according voice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest such as I love. And you, among the store, one more most welcome, makes my number more. At my poor house look to behold this night, earth-treading stars that turn dark heaven light. Such comfort as do lusty young men feel when well-appareled April on the heel of limping winter treads. Even such delight among fresh female buds shall you this night inherit at my house. Hear all see, and like her most, do merit most shall be. Come, go. Oh, Peter! Trudge about through fair Verona. Find those persons out whose names are written there, and to them say, my house and welcome on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should mendel his yard, the tailor will his lash, the fisher will his pencil, and the painter will his net. But I am sent to find these persons whose names are here written. But I can never find who the writing person has here written. I must to the learned good time.
Tut, man. What if fire burns out another's burning? One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy and behold thy backward turnings. One desperate grief hears with another's languish. Take thou some new infection to thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die. What, Romeo? Art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented. Good even, good fellow.
Pray, sir, can you read?
I'm my own fortune and my misery.
Maybe you learned it was a book, but can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters in the language.
God gives you good address, you marry.
Stay, fellow! I can read. Senor Martino and his wife and daughters, County Anselme and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Petravio, Senor Vicentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his mother Valentine, my uncle Pablo and his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosamond, Lydia, Senor Valencio and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena, a fair assembly, whither should they come?
Up
Whither?
to our house for supper.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Not asking. My master is a great rich Capulet. And if you are of the house of Montague, come, crush a cup of wine. God give you good rest ye merry.
This same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, who thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun, ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Saw her fair, none else being by, herself woods with herself and I bride. But in that crystal scales, let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid that I will show you, shining at this feast. And she will scant show well, but now shows best.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Nurse, where is my daughter? Call her forth to me. By my maidenhead, 12-year-old, I bade her come. What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid, where's this girl? What Juliet?
How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Madam. I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. must talk in secret. Nurse, come back a while. I have 3 members with me. That here's our counsel. That knows my daughter's of a pretty age.
If faith I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not yet 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth. Yet to my teeth be it spoken, I have but 4. She is not yet 14. How long is it now till Lemmerstein?
Oh, a fortnight now, I'd say.
Even or odd. Of all the days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God now. She was too good for me. But as I say, on Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. That shall she. Oh, remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake now 11 years and she was weaned. I never shall forget it of all the days of the year upon that day. For I had then laid wormwood to my dug, sitting in the sun under the dughouse wall. My lord and you were at Mantua. Nay, I do bear a brain. As I said, when it did taste wormwood on the nipple of my dug and felt it bitter, pretty fool, to see it tetchy and fall out of the dug. Since then, it has been 11 years. Why, then it could stand alone. Nay, by the root, it could have run and waddled all about. Why, even the day before, it broke its brow. And then my husband, oh, God be with his soul, he was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? By my holiday, the pretty wretch left off crying and said, oh, to see now how a jest shall come about. I warrant and I should live 1,000 years, I never shall forget it. Wilt thou not, Jewel, quoth he. Pretty fool stinted and said,
Oh, enough of this, I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Yes, madam. Yes. I cannot choose but laugh to think it should leave crying and say, Oh, yes, it had upon his brow a bump as big as a young cockerel stone, a perilous knock, cried bitterly. Yea, quoth my husband, fall'st upon thy face, thou wilt fall backwards when thou comest of age, wilt thou not, Jewel? It stinted and said,
Sit down too, nurse, I pray thee.
Peace, I have done. God mark thee to his grace. Thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. If I might live to see thee married once, I have my wish.
Married is the very theme I came to talk on. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stand your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of.
Honor? Oh, were I not thine only nurse, I'd say thou hadst sucked wisdom from thy teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Here in Verona, younger than you, ladies of esteem were already made mothers. By my count, I was your mother, much upon these years that you have now a maid. Thus, then in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
Oh, a man! My lady! Lady, such a man is all the world. Why, he is a man of wax.
Ruined summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, nay. He is a flower. The face a very flower.
What say you? You lovely gentlemen. This night we shall be welcome at our feast. Read over the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. Examine every married lineament, and find how one another lends content. And what obscured this fair volume lies, unwritten in the margins of his eyes. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him lacks only a cover. The fish lives in the sea, it has much pride for fair without the fair within to hide. That book, in many's eyes, doth share the glory. Gold clasps, locks in the golden story. So shall you share all we doth possess. A by having him making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Well, speak briefly. Can you like Paris's love? I'll look to like, if looking like you move. But no more deep will I dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, big supper served up. You call. My own lady asked for. The nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in it trouble. I must hence but I beseech you, follow the show.
We follow thee. Juliet, the Count stays.
Go, girl. See happy night to happy day.
Give me a torch! I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground, I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft, to soar with his light feathers. And so bound, I cannot bound a pitch above dull low. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it should you burden love. Too great a pressure for a tender third.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorns.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking you, beat love down. Give me a case to put my digit. A visor for a visor. Care I what curious eye doth quote before me. Here, legal brow shall blush for me.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in but every man to take you to his legs.
A torch for me! Let wanton's light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels. For I am proverb with a grandsire phrase. I'll be a candle holder, and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
Come, don't the master, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mire of this Sir Reverence love where thou stickest up to the ears. Come, burn daylight, oh.
Nay, 'tis not so.
I mean, sir, in delay, our lights like lamps by day. Take our good meeting, sir, for our judgment sits 5 times or once in our 5 wits.
And we mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, if anyone ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
So did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh, I see Queen Mab at better view. Fairy's midwife. She comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone, 4-finger of an almond, drawn with a team of little acmes in poor men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes are made of long spinner's legs, covers the wings of grasshoppers, the traces of the smallest spider's webs, the collars of the moonshine's watery beams. Her whip is cricket's bone, the lash of film. Her wagoner, small, gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by joiner squirrel or old grub. Time out of mind, Fairy's coach me. But in this state, she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Or courtiers' knees, who dream on curtsies straight. Or lawyers' fingers who straight dream on fees. Or ladies' lips, straight on kisses dream. Off the anger mad with blisters plagued because their breaths with sweetmeats tainted are. Sometimes she gallops over a courtier's nose, then dreams he is smelling up a suit. Sometimes comes she with a tie pig's tail, tickling the parson's nose as he lies asleep. Then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth over a soldier's neck. Then dreams he of cutting foreign fronts, of breeches, ambuscados, Spanish blades, of hell, fire, felon geek, and anon drums in his ear as he starts and wakes. And being thus frightened, screws a prayer to and sleeps again. This is that very man that plats the manes of horses in the night and bakes the outlaws and foul sluggish hairs, which, once untangled, much misfortune bodes. This is the hag, when maids lie in their packs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she. Peace.
Mercutio. Peace. Thou talkst of nothing.
True. Talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, and as thin a substance as the air, and inconstant as the wind, which moves even now the frozen bosom of the north, and being angered, puffs away from thence. During his days to the dewdrop and sap.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper's done. We'll come too late.
I fear too early. For my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels and expire the term of a despising life closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen.
Strike the drum!
Where is the cock parent that he helps not to take away? He shived the trencher, he sprigged the trencher. The green men shall have all in 1 or 2 men's hands, and they unwashed too. 'Tis a foul thing. Away with the drawing stools, remove the court cupboard, look to the plate, good God. Say me a piece of marching. And as thou look, let the porter legend, Susan grandson, and Antony and Popham! You are looked for and called for, asked for and sought for in the great chamber. I cannot be here and there too.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes unplagued with corns will have a bout with me. Ha ha, my mistresses. Which of you all until now denied to dance? She that makes dainty, she elsewhere hath corns. If I come near ye now. Welcome, gentlemen. I have seen the day that I have worn a visor and could tell a whispering tale to fair ladies' ears, such as these. Gone. She's gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. A hall, give way. And foot it, girls. For light, you knaves, and turn the tables up. And quench the fire, the room has grown too hot. Nay, sit, good cousin Capulet, for you and I are past our dancing days. How long is it now since last yourself and I were in a mask?
I'm waiting 30 minutes.
What, man? 'Tis not so much. 'Tis since the nuptials of Gentio. Come Pentecost as quickly as it will, some 25 years, and then we masked.
Tis more. His son is elder, sir. His son is 30.
Will you tell me that? His son was but a ward 2 years ago.
What lady's that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, Romeo.
How she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove, trooping with crows as yonder lady o'er her fellow shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now, or swear at sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. What dares the slave come hither, covered with an antic face, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity? Now, by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite, to scorn on our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cuz, he bears him like a portly gentleman, and, truth to say, Verona does brag that he is a well-governed youth. I would not, for the wealth of all the town, here in my house, do him disparagement. Therefore, be patient, take no note of him. Put off these frowns and ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits. When such a villain is a guest, I'll not endure him.
Ah! He shall be endured! What, goodman boy? Go to! Am I the master here, or you? Go to! Shall not endure him! God shall mend my soul! You make a mutiny among my guests! You will set cock-a-hoop! You be the man!
Why, uncle? 'Tis a shame.
'Tis a shame! Go to! Go to! Tell you, you will not lay hands on him nor rapier on him this entire night. Mary, 'tis time! Now, well said, my hearts. You are a prim cox. You be quiet, or more light. Ah, not the first thing. I will make you quiet. But cheerily, my hearts.
Patience perforce with willful collar meeting makes my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much. Manly devotion shows in this. The saints' hands and pilgrims' hands do touch. And palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, so that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus, from my lips, by yours, my sin is purged.
Have my lips the sin that they have took.
O sin from thy lips, and trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Kissed by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Marry, bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house. A good lady and a wise and virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked withal. I tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
Is she a Capulet? Oh dear, account my life is my mom's debt.
Away, be gone. Sport is at the best.
Aye, so I feed her. The more's mine at rest.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling foolish banquet for us. Is it even so? Very well, and I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night.
to my rest.
Neither nurse. What is yon gentleman?
The son and heir of old Tiberio.
What's he that now is going out of doors?
Marry, that I think be young Petruchio.
What's he that follows there that would not dance?
I know not.
Oh, ask his name. We be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only loves come from my only hate. Too early seen unknown and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
A rhyme I learned even now, when I danced with all. Juliet!
Anon, anon! Come, let's away. The strangers are all gone.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find my center out.
My cousin Romeo!
He is wise. My life, he's stolen home to bed.
He ran this way! Jump that orchard wall! Call the Mercutio call!
Nay, I'll conjure too. Hey, Romeo! Humors, passion, madman, lover. Appear thou in the likeness of a sign. Cry but I me. Speak but one rhyme and I'm satisfied. Pronounce but love and dove. He heareth not. He moveth not. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eye, by her high forehead, and its scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and all the veins of their adjacent lie, that in thy likeness thou appear to us.
Hear me now, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger. I conjure some strange spirit in his mistress' circle, letting it there stand till she had conjured down. No, my invitation is fair and just, and in his mistress' name. I conjure only but to raise up him.
He hath hidden himself among the trees, to be consorted with the humorous night.
Oh.
Blind is his love, and that forbids the dark. Oh.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Now, will you sit under a medlar tree and wish his mate were that kind of fruit? As mates call medlars when they laugh alone. Oh, Romeo, that she were an open ass and now a popperin pear. Oh. Romeo, good night. I'll do my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him when he means not to be found.
He just has scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light beyond the window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the endless moon. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, it is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks. Yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. No, I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heavens, having some business to entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, but they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight of a lamp. Her eyes would through the airy regions stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her hand upon her cheek. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Me.
Oh, she speaks. Now speak again, right angel, for thou art as glorious this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white alternate wandering eyes of mortals that fall back down to gaze on him, as he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak of this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. It's some other name. What's in a name? And that which we call a rose by any other name should smell as sweet, so Romeo would, were he not Romeo called. Retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be you baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, you're saying, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sounds. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either be disliked.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and this place death, considering who thou art. Many of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I approach these walls, whose stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
But not for the world, they saw thee here.
I have my cloak to hide me from their sights. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate, than death prorogued, wanting of thy love.
Whose direction foundst thou out this place?
Thy love, who first did draw me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, but Wert thou as far as that vast shore washed through the farthest sea, I would still adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I go on form. Fain deny what I have spoke. Farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, though if thou swearest thou mayst prove false. Lover's perjury that say Jove laughs. Gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love which the dark night has so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tits with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon which monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
My heart, dear love.
But do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which shall cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. Spot of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. As sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
Satisfaction canst thou have tonight.
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it. And yet, I wouldn't were to take again.
What wilt thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again. Yet I wish but for the thing I have. Bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite.
Juliet!
There's some noise within. Your love adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afeard of being in night. This is all but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
Three words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy plans of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow of one that I'll procure to come to thee. Where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
But if thou mean'st not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come to cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love, as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist. For a falconer's voice will lure this tassel gentle aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine with repetition of my Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sounds lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
at what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9,
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
then let me stand here till thou remembers it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
Then I'll still stay, to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, who lets it hop a little from her hands, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I should fill thee with much cherishing. Good night. Good night. Parting such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it tomorrow.
Sleep, dwell upon thine eyes, peace in my breast. Would I were but sleep in peace, so sweet to rest. Hence, I will to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave and my dear hat to tell.
Gray-eyed morn smiles on the frowny night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Like a darkness, like a drunkard reels from forth day's path and tightens fiery wheels. Now, ere the day advances burning nigh, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry, I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. The earth, that is nature's mother, is her tomb. What is her burying grave that is her womb? And from her womb, children of divers kinds, we, sucking on her natural bosom, find many, for many virtues excellent, none but for some, yet all different. Oh, mickle is the power that lies in herbs, plants, stones, and their true qualities. For not so vile that on earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Or not so good, but strained from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on an abuse. Virtue itself turns to vice, being misapplied, and vice, sometimes by action dignified. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For being smelt, with that part cheers each part. Being tasted, slays all senses with the heart. Two such opposed kings encamp them still, in herbs as well as man, grace and rude will. And where the lesser is predominant, full soon the canker death eats up that plant.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? young son. It bids a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. The care makes his camp in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. But where unbruised youth with unstuffed brain doth couch his limbs, there golden sleep will reign. Therefore that earliness doth me assure, thou art aroused but with some distemper shore. Or, if that be not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo has not been to bed tonight.
That last was true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardons it, without with Rosaline.
With Rosaline? My ghostly father, no. I forgot that name, and that name's woe.
Oh, good, my son. So then.
I'll tell thee ere thou ask me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me that's by me wounded. Both are remedies within my health and holy physic lies. I dare no hatred, blessed man, for lo, my intercession likewise steads my foe.
Speak plainly, young son, and wholly in thy drift. Riddling confession brings but riddling shift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. And all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage. When and how and where we met, we wooed and made exchange of vow. I'll tell thee as we pass. But this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here. Is Rosaline without it, love so dear, so soon forsaken? Loved loved and lies not in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what if Gila Brine hath washed thy sallow cheek for Rosaline? How much salt water thrown away in waste to season love out of it doth not taste? Look, here on thy cheek, the stain doth sit of an old tear that's not been washed off yet. If thy were thyself, and thy woes were thine, thy end and thy woes were all for Rosaline. And hast thou changed? Pronounce a sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidest me off for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And badst me bury love.
Not in a grave, to put one in and another out to have.
I pray thee, chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well. Thy love could read by rote, yet could not spell. But come, young waverer, come away with me. In one respect, I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
But let us hence. I stand with sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Keep it at home tonight?
Not to his father's.
That same pale-hearted wench, Rosaline? Torments him so he'll run mad.
Tybalt, kinsman of old Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
Challenging my life.
And Romeo will answer it.
Nay, any man in Detroit may answer a letter. Alas, poor Romeo. Oh, he's already dead. Stabbed in the white wench's black eye, pierced in the ear of the love song, the very pit of his heart cleft with the blind bull boy's butt shaft. Is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
Well, more than Prince of Cats, I can tell you. He is the most courageous captain of compliments. Oh, he fights like you sing prick song. He keeps time, distance, proportion, rests me as men abreast, then 1, 2, and a third any bosom, the very butcher of a silk button. A duelist of the first house, of the first and second cars, the immortal passado, the punto reverso, the hey.
The what?
The pox of such antic, lisping, affecting fantasticos, these new tuners of accents. Oh, very soon, a very good man. Oh, very tall, oh, very good blade. Is it not a lamentable thing, grandsire, that we should be thus afflicted with these strange flies, these fashion mongers, these pardon all means who stand so on the new form they cannot be used on an old bench? Oh, they're bones, they're bones.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Without his roe, dried herring. Flesh, thou art fishified. Now is he for the numbers of the Petrarch clothing. Lower to his lady who's been a kitchen lunch. Mary, she had better love to climb her, but Cleopatra, it's a gypsy. Dido, I doubt it. Helen and Hero, killed those targets. Thisbe, a gray eye or so, but not for purpose. Signor Romeo, bonjour. The French salutation to a French slob. Give us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow, Thibault. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, can you not concede?
Pardon me, good Mercutio. My business was great. In such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
As much to say as a man in the case is yours, constrains a man to bow the hands.
Meaning to curtsy.
Oh, thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, I'm the very pink of curtsy.
Pink for flower.
Right.
Why then, my pump is well flowered.
And Volia, come between us, my wits faint. Oh, is this not better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou art, by art as well as by nature. For this driveling love is like a great natural and runs low and up and down, I just bobble in a hole.
You're goodly, Peter.
A sail, a sail.
Toot, short and small.
Peter, my fan, Peter.
Yes, good Peter. Hide your face, for her fan is the fairer face.
God you good morrow, gentlemen.
God, you good day for a gentleman.
Good day.
Well, there's no less, I tell you. The bonny hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Act upon you. What a man are you?
One gentleman that God made for himself to mar.
My troth, it is well said, for himself to mar, quoth he. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I am the youngest of that name, for fault of the worst.
You say well.
Yeah, is it worse? Well, very well, wisely.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
Oh, she will enlighten him with some supper.
Ooh, a bod. So ho.
What's no bounds?
Nothing, sir. Unless a hair, sir, and a lengthened pie, something stale and more already spent. Romeo, will you to your father's? We'll do that thither. Well, farewell, ancient lady. Farewell. Lady.
Mary, farewell. And pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was this that was so full of his ropery?
The gentleman nurse that loves to hear himself talk and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
If he say anything against me, I'll take him down. And he were lustier than he is, and 20 such jacks. And if I do not, I'll find those that shall. Smirky knave. I am none of his flirt kills. I am none of his stains mates. And thou must stand by too and suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure.
A son of man used you at his pleasure, but if I had, my method would have quickly been out. I warned you, I draw as soon as another man. And if I see a good occasion and a good quarrel, and the law on my side.
Before God, I am so vexed, every part about me quivers. Oh, scurvy knave. I pray you, sir, a word. Now, as I told you, my young lady bid me inquire you out. Now, what she bid me say, I will keep to myself. But first, let me tell ye, if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young. And therefore, if you should deal double with her, truly, sir, it were a very ill thing to offer up to any gentlewoman, a very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me thy lady and mistress, I protest unto thee.
Ah, good heart. In faith, I will tell her as much. Lord, Lord, she will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou tell her, nurse? Thou shalt mark me.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise a means to come to Shrift this afternoon, and there she shall, at Friar Lawrence's cell, be shrived and married. There is for thy pains.
No. Truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir? Well, she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind the abbey wall. And there my friend shall be with thee, and bring thee cords made like a tackled stair, which unto the high-top gallant of my joy must be my convoy in the secret night. Be trusty, and I'll quit thy pains. Be trusty, commend me to my late mistress.
God in heaven bless thee. Oh, hark ye, sir.
What is, dear nurse?
Is your friend secret? Did you ne'er hear say, two may keep counsel, putting one away?
I warrant thee, my friend's as true as steel.
Well, sir, my mistress is the sweetest lady. Lord, Lord, one was a little prating thing. Oh, there is a nobleman in town, one Paris, that would fain lay knife aboard. But she, good soul, she had lief see a toad, a very toad, as he him. Sometimes I anger her and tell her that Paris is the proper man. But I warrant you, when I tell her so, she looks as pale as any clout in the versal world.
Commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter, take my fan and go before and pace.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Chance she cannot meet him. That's not so. Oh, she is lame. Love's herald should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams, driving back shadows over lowering hills. And therefore to nimble pinion doves draw love, and therefore hath wind swift Cupid wings. Now is the sun upon the highmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 to 12 is 3 long hours, yet she is not come. She affections and warm youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. Old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh, good, she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send my man away.
Peter, stay at the gate.
Now, good, sweet nurse. Oh, Lord, why looks thou sad? Though news be sad, yet tell them merrily. Good, thou shank'st the music of sweet youth by playing it to me with so sour a face.
Oh, I am a weary. Give me leave a while. Ah, by how my bones ache. What a joint have I had.
See, either in all state of circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, and yet his leg excels all men's. And for a hand, a foot, and a body, though they be not to be talked on, they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, yet I warrant him gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What? Have you dined home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Lord, how my head aches. Oh, what a head have I? It beats as it would fall in 20 pieces. Ah, my back. T'other side. My back. Beshrew your heart for sending me about to catch my death in jauncing up and down.
Faith, I am sorry thou art not well. Sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome, and I warrant you virtuous. Where's your mother?
Where is my mother? She is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Love says, like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
God's lady dear, are you so hot? Marry, come up, I trow. Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforward do your messages yourself.
Here's such a coil. Come. What says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to Shrimp today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lord's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now the wanton blood comes up in your cheeks. They'll be in scarlet straight at any news. Hie you to the church. I must the other way to fetch a ladder, by the which your love must climb a bird's nest soon when it is dark. I am the drudge and toil in your delight, but you shall bear the burden soon at night. Go, all to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Aye, fortune. Honest nurse, farewell.
So smile the heavens on this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. But come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but join our hands with holy words, then love devouring death, do what he dare. It is enough that I may call her mine.
Such violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die, like fire and powder which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in its own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too quick arrives as tardy as too slow. Here comes the lady. So light a foot will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint. Over me bestride the gossamer that idles in the wanton summer air, and yet not fall. So light is vanity.
Even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
It's much to him, else is his fate's too much.
Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and that thy skill be more to blazon it. Then sweeten with thy breath this neighbor air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter.
Seat, more rich in matter than in words, rags of the substance, not of ornament. They are but beggars that can count their worth. But my true love has grown to such excess, I cannot sum up some of half my wealth.
Come away with me, for by your leave, you shall not be alone to the Holy Church, incorporated 2 in 1.
Come, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, with Capulets abroad, and if we need, we shall not escape abroad. For now, these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
They were like one of those that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword above the table, saying, God send me no need of thee. But by the operation of the second count, draws him on the draw. When indeed there's no need.
Am I like such a one?
Thou art as hot as a jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody as thou art moody to be moved.
And what do?
Well, nay, if there were 2 such, we have none, shortly, for one would kill the other. Thou wouldst quarrel with a man for having a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou wouldst quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, if for no other reason than that thou hast hazel eyes. What eye but such an eye would spy out such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat, and yet thy head has been beaten addle as an egg for quarreling. Thou once quarreled with a man for coughing in the street because he wakened thy dog who lay asleep in the sun. Didst thou not fall out with a tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, and with another for wearing new shoes with old ribbon? And thou wouldst tutor me from quarreling?
If I were as apt to quarrel as thou wert, any man should buy a fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple. Oh, simple.
On my head, on the Capulets.
By my heel, care not.
Follow me close, for I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good den, a word with one of you.
Oh, but one word with one of us? Come up with something. Make it a word in a blow.
You'll find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Oh, canst thou not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consorts with Romeo.
Consort. Dost thou make us minstrels? If thou dost make us minstrels, seek here nothing but discords. Why? Here's my fiddle stand. Here's that shall make you dance. Zoos. Consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw to some private place and reason coldly of your disputes, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
One's eyes were made to look. But who gaze? I'll not much for no man's pleasure, I.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
Well, I'll be hanged if you wear your livery, but never. Go before the field. He'll be your follower. Your worship in that sense may call him man.
Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee does not excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain I am none. Therefore farewell, I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest. I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, whose name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Calm, vulnerable, mild submission. Tybalt! Rat catcher! Will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Oh, good Prince of Cats! Nothing but one of your 9 lives that I need to make bold withal. You should use me hereafter and drive you the rest of the 8. Come. You pluck your sword from its sheath by the ears. Make haste, lest mine be by your ears or it be out.
I ask for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, your pathado.
forbidden banning in Verona streets. Hold the bolt! Good Mercutio!
I'm hurt. Oh, it's dead. Oh, what, is he gone? Nothing?
What? Our fellow hurt.
All right, let's scratch. Mary, this is enough. Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, it's just not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but it's enough. Will serve. Come on me tomorrow, you should find me a grave man. Peppered I want for this moment. Rat, a mouse, a cat to scratch a man to death. Braggart, rogue, a villain, fights by the book of arithmetic. What the devil came you between us? Turned under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Help me to some hospital, or something. A plague on both your houses. It made worms meat of me. It sounded too. I had it. Your houses.
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got his mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt that an hour hath been my kinsman. Oh, Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened valor's steel.
Romeo! Brave Mercutio's dead. Gallant spirit hath espied the clouds. Too untimely here to scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This begins the woe, others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt, back again.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respected lenity, and fiery-eyed fury be my conduct now. No, Tybalt, take the villain back again that light thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is a little ways above our heads, waiting for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort in here, shall with him hence.
Who shall determine that?
My noble prince, I can discover all. The unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. Here lies the man, slain by young Romeo, who slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio. Tybalt! Oh, cousin! My brother, child! Oh, prince! Cousin, husband! The blood of his been spilled on my dear kinsman!
Oh, princess, thou art true, for the blood of ours shed blood of Montague.
Oh, cousin! Cousin!
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain. Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo that spoke him fair, bade him bethink how nice the quarrel was, and urged with all your high displeasure. All of this uttered with gentle breath, calm look, and knees humbly bowed. Could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt, deaf to peace, but that he points with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast, who always hot turns deadly point to point, and with a martial scorn, with one hand beats cold death aside, and with the other sends it back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo, he cries aloud, hold friend's heart, and then, swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points, and twixt the rushes, an envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio. And then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge. And to it they go like lightning. Ere I could draw to part them with stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
She is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection is her fault. She speaks not true. Some 20 of them fought in this black strife, and of those 20 could but kill one life. Oh, I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His goal should be as the law should say, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence.
No.
I have an interest in your foul proceedings. My blood for your vile brawls doth lie bleeding. But I'll immerse you with so strong a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will not hear of pleading and excuses, nor of death, nor prayers shall purchase these abuses, therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
fiery-footed steeds toward Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagoner as Phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Spread thy close curtain, love performing night. The runaway's eyes may wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers may seated to their amorous rites by their own beauties, or if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil knight, thou sober-suited matron, all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match played for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Heard my unmanned blood beating in my cheeks with thy black mantle, till strange love grown bold think true love acted simple modesty. Come, Romeo, come, night, come thou day and night, and thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back.
Come, gentle knight. Come, loving black-browed knight. Bring me my Romeo. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars. And he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. I have bought a mansion of a love, yet not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, is this the night before some festival, to an impatient child who hath new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse. She brings news. Every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. No nurse with news. And what hast thou there? The cords that Romeo bid thee fetch?
Aye, cords.
Hey, me, what news? Why dost thou wring thy hand?
Oh, well a day. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Alack the day, we are undone, lady, we are undone. He's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
Heaven be so envious.
Romeo can. Heaven cannot. Romeo. Whoever would have thought it, Romeo.
Devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself?
Oh, the wound. I saw it with mine eyes. God save the mark here on his manly breast. Oh, piteous corse. Bloody, piteous corse. Pale, pale as ashes, all bedaubed in blood, all in gore blood. Oh, I swooned at the sight.
Break my heart. Poor pilgrim, break it once. To prison eyes there look on liberty. File earth to earth resign. End motion here. And thou and Romeo press one heavy bier.
Tybalt, the best friend I had, courteous Tybalt. Oh, honest gentleman, whenever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered? Is Tybalt dead? My dear loved cousin and my dear lord. The dreadful trumpet sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone. Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him. He is banished.
God did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood.
It did, and lack the day it did.
Serpent heart hid by a flowering face. Never dragon looked so fair and clean. Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical, dove-feathered raven, wolvish ravening lamb, despised substance of divinest show, just opposite of what thou justly seemst. Contaminate saint, oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All are perjured, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers. Where's my man? Give me some aquavitae. These griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blessed be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow, shame is the shame to sit, for 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned, sole monarch of the universal earth. What a beast was I to try
and all this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? Old is dead. Romeo banished. That one word banished has slain 10,000 Tybalts. The Tybalt's death was woe enough if it had ended there, but with a rearward following Tybalt's death, Romeo is banished. Speak that word. His father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure, bounds in that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's scores. Will you go to them? I will bring you thither.
Wash his wounds with tears. Mine will be shed when theirs are dry. Romeo's banishment. Pick up those cords and poor ropes. You are beguiled, both you and I. Romeo is exiled. You made me as a highway to my bed, but I am made, die, maiden, widowed. Come forth, honors, all to my wedding bed, and death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead.
Hie you to your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Your Romeo will be here at night. I'll tune him. He's hid at Lauren's cell.
Find him. Take this ring to my true knight and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo! Come forth! Come forth, thou fearful man! Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to commit calamity.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom? What sorrow craves acquaintance in my hand that I yet know not?
My dear son is too familiar with so sour company. I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment hath vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death. For exile more tyrant is much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls. But purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banishes, death is termed. Calling death banishment, thou cuts my head off with a golden axe, and smiles upon the stroke that murders me.
Deadly sin, or root unthankfulness. Thy fault the law calls death. But the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law. And turns that black word death to banishment. This is mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture, and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing, live here in heaven may look on her, but Romeo may not. More honorable state, more validity, more courtship lives in carrion flies, and Romeo, for they may seize upon the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand and steal immortal blessings from her lips. But Romeo may not, he is banished. Oh, friar, hast thou no poison mixed? No sharp brown knife, no sudden means of death. Oh, there's some mean but banished to kill me. How hast thou the heart, being divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend professed to mangle me with that word banished?
How fond madman, hear me but speak a word.
Speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to protect thee from that word. Adversity's sweet milk philosophy to comfort thee. Oh, thou art banished.
Yet banished. Hang up philosophy, unless philosophy can make a Juliet. Just plant a town, reverse a prince's doom. It helps not, it prevails. Talk no more!
I can see that madmen have no ears.
How should they when that wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
I cannot speak what thou dost not feel.
Rise, one knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, lest the breath of heartsick grows mist-like enfold me from the search of eyes.
How they knock. Who's there? Romeo, good Romeo, arise. Stay a while. Thou wilt be taken. Stand up. How they knock. Who knocks so hard? What's coming? What's your will?
Let me come in and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, Holy Friar, oh, tell me, Holy Friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There on the floor, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case, just in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy, oh, piteous predicament. Even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up. Stand up. Stand. You be a man. For Juliet's sake. For her sake, rise and stand. Why should you fall into so deep an
Nurse.
Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Well, death's the end of all.
Spakest thou with Juliet? How is it with her? Does she not think me an old murderer, now that I've stained the childhood of our joy with blood removed but so little from her own? Where is she? How doth she? What says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
She says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps. Falls down on her bed and then starts up. Tybalt calls and then on Romeo cries and then down falls again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her. As that same nameless cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Oh, tell me, Friar, tell me what vital part of this anatomy does my name lodge. Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. It is a womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Would thou slay thyself and stay thy lady too that lives in thee by doing damn and hate upon thyself? Fie! Thou shamest thy shape, thy love, thy wit. Thy noble shape is but a form of wax, digressing from the valor of a man. Thy dear love sworn, but hollow perjury, killing that love which thou hast vowed to cherish. Thy wit, that ornament to shape and love, misshapen in the conduct of them both, like powder in a skilless soldier's flask is set afire by thine own ignorance, and thou dismembered with thine own defense. What's roused thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose sake thou was but lately dead. Art thou happy? Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. Art thou happy too? The law which threatened death becomes thy friend and turns to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings fall upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. But like a misbehaved and sullen wench, thou poundest on thy fortune and thy love. Take heed! Take heed! Forsake thy miserable! Get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, comfort her. But watch thou stay not until the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt stay until such a time, where we can place thy marriage, reconcile thy friends, and beg pardon from the prince, and welcome thee back with 1,000,000 times more joy than thou went forth in lamentation. Go, nurse. Commend me to thy lady. Bid her hasten all the household to bed, as deep sorrow is apt to make them unto. Romeo is coming.
Lord, I could have stayed here all the night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come.
You so bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Dear sir, a ring she bid me give you, sir. Now by you, make haste, for it grows very late.
Oh, all my comfort is revived.
Go hence, night, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or else by break of day disguise from hence, sojourn to Mantua. I'll find thy man. He shall signify from time to time all that hath to you. That is good here. Late, good night. Farewell. Give me thy hand. Good night.
But that a joy past joy calls out to me. It were a grief too brief to part with thee.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily, that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman, Tybalt, dearly. And so did I. Well, we were born to die. It's very late. She'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been in bed an hour ago.
It's times of woe for no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and I'll remind her early tomorrow. For tonight, she's muted in her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make an escort tender for my love, for I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris' love, and bid her mark you me on Wednesday next. So, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday! Well, Wednesday is too soon. On Thursday, let it be. On Thursday! Tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll make no great ado, a friend or two. For, hark you, Kenneth Tybalt being slain so late, it may be thought we held him carelessly. If we revel much, some half a dozen friends, and they're an end. But, what say you to Thursday?
My lord, would that Thursday were tomorrow?
We'll get you done. Thursday be it then. Go to Juliet. Here you go to bed. Prepare her wife against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. Light to my chamber. Oh! Afford me! Oh, 'tis so very, very late that we may call it early by and by. Good night.
They'll be gone so. It was not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark. Look, love,
What envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east? Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe in the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
The light is not daylight. I know it. It is a meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy maiden Mantua. Therefore stay yet. Thou needst not to be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou have it so. I'll say yon gray is not the morning's eye, but 'tis the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow. No, that's not the lark, whose notes do beat the vaulty heaven so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome, Juliet wills it so. What is my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. It is. Thy answer be gone. Away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Now be gone. Moonlight and light it grows.
Moonlight and light, no dark and dark are woes.
Madam,
Nurse.
your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
And window. Let day in and let life out.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
I know not so. Love, Lord, my husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day and the hour. For in a minute there are many days. By this account I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Please tell me shall ever meet again.
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve as sweet discourses in our time to come.
I have an ill divining soul. Methinks I see thee. Now thou art below as when dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookst pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
Fortune! Fortune! Oh, daughter, are you up? Who is it that calls? Is it my lady mother? Is she not down so late, or up so early? Unaccustomed cause procures her hither.
how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What? Wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not to make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Oh, so shall you feel the loss, but not the friend that you weep for.
Feeling so the lost cannot choose but ever weep the friend.
Well, then you weep so much for your friend as that the villain lives, which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
Well, the same villain, Romeo.
Villain and he be many miles asunder. vengeance we shall have, fear thou not. Now, weep no more. I'll send to one in Mantua, that same parish where he don't live. Give him such an unaccustomed dram that he shall soon keep Tybalt's company, and then I hope thou wilt be satisfied. He, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him. Dead is my poor heart for a kinsman vexed. Madam, if you could find out but a man to bear our poison, I will temper it. The Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep in quiet. My heart abhors to hear him called, but cannot come to him. To wreak the love I bore my cousin upon his body that slaughtered him. Find thou the means, and I'll find such a man. But now, I bring you joyful tidings, girl. And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they? I beseech your ladyship. Well, thou hast a careful father who, to pull you from your happiness, has arranged a sudden day of joy that thou expects not. No, I did not look for. Madam, in happy time, what day is that? Mary, early next Thursday morning, the young gallant noble gentleman of the County Paris at St. Peter's Church will happily make you their joyful bride. By St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me their joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed ere he that should be husband comes to woo. I pray thee, tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet. And when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. These are news indeed. Here comes your father now. Tell him so yourself and see how he takes it at your hands.
When the sun sets the air does drizzle dew, but with the sunset of my brother's son, it rains down right. How now, conduit girl? Whoa, still in tears, never more showering. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her greeting?
I have. She'll have none of it. She gives you thanks. I want the full work every to her grave.
Stop. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How? Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. For can I never be of what I hate? Thankful even for love, even for hate. Isn't that love?
How now? Chop logic. What is this? Proud? And I thank you, and I thank you not, and yet not proud. Mistress Minion, you thank me no thankings, nor proud me no proud, but fill your fine joints to say to St. Peter's Church with Paris, and get thee married. Never after. Huh?
Father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience to speak a word.
Hey thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not. Do not answer me, my fingers itch. Wife, we scarce thought us blessed. God had lent us but this only child. But now I see this one is one too much, and that we have a curse in having her. Out on her! Penalty!
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, to rate her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue, good prudence. Spatter with your gossips. Go.
Speak no treason.
Oh, God, ye God! nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one thought would wish a man, and then to have a wretched, teetling fool, a whining mammoth, and her fortune's tender, to answer, oh, my love, I cannot wed. Oh, I am too young. I pray you pardon me. Well, as you will not wed, I will pardon you. Praise where you will. You shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it, I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart. Advise. If you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And you be not, hey, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul, I swear I'll never acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust in it. Bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
There no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief. Save my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if you do not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies. No more, I'll speak in other words. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee. Oh God, oh nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return again to earth, unless that husband sendeth me from heaven by leaving earth? Comfort me. Counsel me. Alack, that heaven should practice stratagems upon so soft a subject as myself. And what sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing. That he dares ne'er come back to challenge you, or if he did, it needs must be by stealth. Then since the case so stands as it now doth, I think it best you marry with the council. Oh, he is a lovely gentleman. Romeo, dishcloth. Madam, an eagle hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as the Paris hath. My heart. I think you are happy in this second match, for it excels your first, and if it did not, your first is dead. For 'twere as good he were as living here, and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And for my soul too, or else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in. Oh, my lady, I am gone, having displeased my father, to lure it south
make confession, to be absolved.
Marry, I will. This is wisely done.
Ancient damnation! Oh, most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my Lord with that same tongue which she hath praised him with, above compared so many thousand times? Go, counselor, thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fails, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir? The time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slap his case.
And you say you know not the lady's mind. And even as a course, I like it not.
Immoderately, she weeps for to put to death, and therefore I've had a little talk of love. Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, father counts it dangerous that you doth give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom, hates our marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears, which too much mind by herself alone may be put forth from her by society. Now, you understand the reason for this case.
I wish I knew not why it should be slowed. Here comes the lady to myself.
Happily met, my lady, and my wife.
That may be so, when I am to be a wife.
That maybe, must be, love on Thursday next.
But must be, shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
And so will you. I'm sure that you love me.
If I do so, it will be of more price, being spoken behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
Tears of that small victory by that. There was that enough before their spite.
Thou wrongest it more than tears with that report.
I mean no slander, sir. It's the truth. And what I speak it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be so, for it is not mine own. Now you will leisure, Holy Father, now.
My leisure serves me petted daughter now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, early Thursday I will rouse you. Till then, do and keep this holy kiss.
Shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come, weep with me. Hast hope, hast care, hast help.
Juliet, I already know thy grief. I know that thou must, and that thee may prorogate on Thursday be married to this county. It strains me past the compass of my wits.
Tell me not, friar, that thou heardst of this, but must thou tell me how I may prevent it? If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. God joined my heart and Romeo's thou our hands, and ere this hand by thee to Romeo sealed shall be the label to another deed, or my true heart, the treacherous revolt, turn to another. This shall slay them both. Therefore, in thy long experience time, give me some present counsel. For behold, twixt my extremes,
And me, this bloody knight shall play the umpire, arbitrating that which the commission of thy years in art could no issue of true honor bring. Be not so long to speak. I long to die of what thou speak. Speak not of brevity.
Hold on.
Hold. I do aspire a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that which we would prevent. If, rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to kill thyself, then it is likely that thou wilt undertake something like death to chide away the shame, that copes with death himself to escape from it. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap, rather than merit Paris, from off battlements of yonder tower, and I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife for my sweet love.
Well then, go home, be married. But to marry Paris, Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow, see that thou liest alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this phial, being then in bed, and drink the distilled liquor thou of, when presently a cold and drowsy humor shall course through all thy veins, for no pulse shall his native progress continue, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. Each part deprived of self-government shall, stiff and stark and cold, appear like death. And in that borrowed likeness of shrunk death shalt thou continue 42 hours, and then awake as if from a pleasant sleep. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to wake thee, there art thou dead. And as the manner of the country is, shall thou in thy best robes uncovered on the bier be borne to that ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulet lie. Meanwhile, shall Romeo know our drift, and he will hither come, and he and I will watch thy waking. And that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall take away this shame. No inconstant toy or womanist fear abate the valor of the doing.
Give me, tell me not of fear.
Go. Good night. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a fellow to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Lord, give me strength. Strength to help me forward. Farewell, dear Father.
So many guests invited, here are written. Sirrah, go hire me 20 cunning cooks.
You shall have none else, sir, for I'll try to pick them with my fingers.
How canst thou try them so?
Marry, sir, to no cook that cannot lick his fingers, therefore he that cannot lick his fingers does not lick.
Go, be gone.
We shall be much unfurnished for this time.
What? Is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
I forsooth.
Well, he may chance to do some good on her. Peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
Look, see where she comes from thrift with merry looks.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
I have learned me to repent the sin of
disobedient opposition to you and your behest, and am enjoyed by Holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon, beseech you. Henceforth I am ever ruled by you.
Send to the county. Oh, go tell them of this. I will have this knot lit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord in Lawrence cell. Even what to become in love I might, not step over the bounds of modesty.
Well, I'm glad of it. This is well. Stand up. This is as it should be. Oh, let me see the county. This reverend holy friar in the whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
Not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Go, nurse, go. Go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
But we shall be short on provision.
I will stir about, and all things will be well, I warrant thee, wife. Go on, Juliet. Help to deck up her. I'll not to bed tonight. Let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. What? How? They are all for it. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris and prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed. Vanité adulée,
Hi, those attires are past. But gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which well thou knowest is cross, full of sin.
What? How? Need my help?
Madam, hold such necessaries as are beholdful for our state tomorrow. I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Get me to bed and rest, for that is need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint, cold fear that thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What shall she do here? This dismal scene I needs must act alone. Oh,
for he has still been tried, a holy man. How if, when I am laid in the tomb, I wait for the time that Romeo come to redeem me? That's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault whose foul mouth no wholesome air breathes in, and I strangle there my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night together with the terror of the place? Is it a vault, an ancient receptacle where for these many 100 years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed? Bloody Tybalt, yet but green and earth lies festering in a shroud. For as they say, at some hours of the night, spirits resort. Alack, alack, is it not like that I so early waking, but with loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth, and living mortals hearing them run mad? Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and in this rage with some great kinsman's bones as with a club dash out my desperate brains. Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo, as to spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt! Stay! Romeo, come. This do I drink to thee. Cool. Take these keys and fetch more spices, Angelica.
The coffee anything cleanses in the pantry.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock has crowed. The curfew bell has rung. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meats. Spare not for the cost.
Go, you cock queens, go. Get thee to bed, if faith. You'll be sick tomorrow for this night's watching.
Nay, not a whit. What? I have watched there now all night for lesser cause and ne'er been sick.
You've been on a mouse hunt in yours, fine. But I will watch you from such watching now.
A jealous hood. A jealous hood. Quiet, Peter. What's there?
Things for the cook, sir, but I know not what.
Oh, make haste, make haste. Wait. Oh, Sirrah, fetch Briar along. Call Angelica. She will show thee where they
I
are.
have a head, sir, that can fetch water without vomiting and delicate.
Yes, well said. A merry horse, son. Thou shalt be loggerhead. Faith, stay. Company will be here with music straight, for so he said he would. I hear him near. Nurse! What? Ho! What? Nurse, I say! Go to Juliet. Wake her up, trim her up, and I'll go and chat with Paris. Hi! Make haste! Make haste! The bridegroom! He has come already! Make haste, I say!
Mistress! What mistress? Juliet! Fast I warrant her she. What lady? What lamb? Fine you slug a bed. What love I say? Madam, sweetheart, what bride? What? Not a word? Well, you take your penny's worth now. Sleep for a week. For the next night, I warrant you, the county Paris hath set up his rest, so that you shall rest but little. Oh, God forgive me, Mary. Amen. How sound asleep is she? I needs must wake her, madam. 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 Aye, let the county take you in your bed. He'll fright you of a faith. Will it not be? Oh, what? Dressed and in your clothes? And down again? I needs must wake you. Madam, lady, lass, help! My lady's dead! Oh, well, a day that ever I was born, so I meet I home! My lord, my lady!
What is this noise?
Oh, lamentable day!
What is the matter?
Look, oh, heavy day!
Oh me, my child, my only life, revive, look up, or I shall die with thee. Oh, help, help, call help.
For shame! Bring Juliet forth! Her lord is come!
She's dead! Deceased! She's dead! Lack the day! She's dead!
Oh, like the day she's dead, she's dead, she's dead.
Let me see her. Alas, she's cold. Her blood is settled. Her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated.
Oh, lamentable day!
Oh, time.
Death had taken her hands to make me well, ties up my lips and will not let me speak.
The bride ready to go to church.
Ready to go, never to return. Son, the night before thy wedding that day, if death reigned with thy wife, there she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. My daughter he has wedded, and I will die and leave all to him. Life living, all is death.
Have I thought long to see this morning's face? Doth it give me such a sight as this?
Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! The most cursed hour that e'er time saw in lasting labor of his pilgrimage. Oh, but one poor and loving child. But one thing to find joy and solace in, and cruel death have catched it from my sight.
Woeful day. Most lamentable day, most woeful day that ever I did. Day, oh hateful day. Never was seen so black a day as this. Oh, woeful day. Oh, woeful day.
Beguiled, divorced and wrong in spite and slain. Most detestable death by being beguiled. Cruelly quite overthrown. Oh, love. Life. Not life, but love and death.
Distressed, despaired, hated, martyred, killed. Uncomfortable time. Why camest thou now to murder? Murder our solemnity. Oh, child, my soul and not my child. Dead art thou. Alack, my child is dead. And with my child, my joys are buried.
He's so for shame. Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself have pardoned this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better Your partner you could not keep from death. But heaven keeps his part in eternal life. The most you sought for her was promotion. For 'twas your heaven that she be promoted. And now weep ye, seeing that she is advanced above the clouds, as high as heaven itself. Oh, in this love you love your child so ill that you run mad, seeing that she is well. Dry up your tears. Stick your rosemary on this fair corse, and as the custom is in her best array, bear her to church. Though fond nature bid us all lament, nature is reason's merriment.
All things that we ordained festival. Heard now their office to black funeral. Our instruments, melancholy bells, our wedding cheer to a sad burial feast. Our solemn hymns to solemn dirges change. Our bridal flowers serve for a merry course. And all things change them to the contrary.
Go, sir. Get you in, and madam go with him. And go, Sir Paris. Everyone prepared to follow this fair course to her grave. The heavens do lour against thee for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's Lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me from the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, and breathed such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona! How now, Bemolia? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? For nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well. Nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low at her kindred's vault. Presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing such ill news. You did leave it for my office.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars! Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do entreat you to have some patience. Your looks are pale and wild.
Tush, tush!
This event.
Thou art deceived! Leave and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, Romeo.
No matter. Get thee gone. I will be with thee straight. Oh, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, how thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells, which late I noted, in tattered weeds with overwhelming brows, culling of simples. Meager were his looks. Sharp misery had worn him to the bones, and in his needy shop a tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed, and other skins of ill-shaped fishes, and about his shelves a beggarly account of empty boxes, green earthen pots, bladders and musty seeds, remnants of packed thread, and old cakes of roses were thinly scattered to make up a show. Noting this penury to myself, I said, and if a man did need a poison whose sale is present yet in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it him. Oh, this same thought did but for run my need, and this needy man must sell it me. As I remember, this is the house. Being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What ho, apothecary?
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold. There's 40 ducats. Give me a dram of poison, such soon speeding here as will disperse itself through all the veins, and that the life-weary taker may fall dead, and that the trunk may be discharged of breath as violently as hasty powder fired doth hurry from the fatal cannon's womb.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death unto any he that utters them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness, and fierce to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thine eyes. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty, and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will and drink it up. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There's thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls than these poor compounds thou mayst not sell. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Farewell, thy food, get thyself in flesh. Come cordial, and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
Into the tomb of Capulet. I dispatched Friar John to Mantua, but he, alas, suspecting that he was what the infectious pestilence did rage, did not deliver it. Here it is again. Go straight and find an iron crow. Bring it straight on the Capel's monument alone. Within 3 hours, while Juliet awake, she will bestrew me much that Romeo hath no notice of these accidents. I will write again to Mantua. Keep her close till Romeo can come. Oh, poor Lady Court. She's trapped in a dead man's tomb.
Give me thy torch, then hence, and stand aloof. Yes, put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees lay thee all along, holding thine ear close to the hollow ground, so that no foot upon the churchyard shall tread, being loose, unfirm with the digging up of graves, but thou wilt hear it. Whistle then to me as something doth approach. Give me the flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I'm almost afraid to stand in this lonely churchyard, but I will venture.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh woe, that canopies, dust, stones which with sweet water nightly I will do, wanting that, with tears distilled by moans the obsequies that I for thee will keep. Nightly shall be to strew thy grave in me. Peter is warning something doth approach, but what cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What with a torch muffle me night so wild?
Hold. Take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my Lord and Father. Give me the light. Upon thy life, I charge thee, whatever thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descended to this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore be gone. But if thou jealous dost return to pride, what I further shall intend to do, by heaven, I will strew thy limbs among this hungry churchyard. The time of my intents are savage, wild, more fierce and more inexorable far than empty tigers or the roaring sea.
I will be gone, and trouble you no more.
So shalt thou show me friendship. From now on, live, be prosperous. Farewell, Benvolio.
I'll sing. I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, his intents I doubt.
Thou detestable mole, thou worm of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth, thus in despite I'll cram thee with more food.
This is that banished, haughty Montague that murdered my lord's cousin. You suppose the fair creature died, and here's come to use a villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend. Stop thy hollow toil, vile Montague! Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey, and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence, and leave me. Think upon these gods, till affright thee, I beseech thee, youth. Put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone! By heaven, I love thee better than I love myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live and hereafter say a madman's mercy bade thee run away.
I do defy thy conjurations and apprehend thee for a felon here.
But wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy.
Oh Lord, they fight.
I'm slain. Thou be merciful. Lift her, lady, Juliet. I will in faith. Let me peruse his face. The noble county Paris. What said my cousin when my betossed soul did not tender as we rode? I think she told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said she not so, or did I dream it so? Or am I mad, hearing her talk of Juliet, to think that it was so? Oh, give me thy hand. One writ in me in sour misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave, oh no, a land. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been merry, which their keepers call lightning before death? Oh, how may I call this lightning? Oh, my love, my wife, death that has sucked the honey of thy breath, and had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign has yet crimsoned my lips and my cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, liest thou there in my bloody sheet? What more favor can I do to thee than with that hand that cut thy youth in twain to sunder his that was thine enemy? Oh, forgive me, cousin. Oh, Juliet, why art thou still so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean and horrid monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I set up my everlasting rest. Here will I stay with worms that are thy chambermaids. Here will I shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, better conduct. Come, thou unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing seasick rocks, thy weary bark. Here's to my love.
true apothecary. Thy drugs are quick. That's what it fits I die.
Francis, be my speed. How often I have these short feet stumbled at graves. Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well.
Oh, bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends its light to grubs and eyeless skulls? If I discern it burneth in the Capitol's monument.
It does so, holy sir. And there's Romeo, one that we love.
How long has he been there?
Near 30 minutes.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not. Romeo knows, but I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I did stay to recon his intent.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes over me. How I fear some ill, unlucky thing. Romeo! Alack. What blood is this that stains the stony entrance of the sepulchre? What mean these matchless and gory swords that lie discolored here by this place of peace? Romeo. Oh, how pale. What? Who else? Paris, too? Steeped in blood. The lady stirs.
Little friar. Where is my lord? I know well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo? Hold there.
I hear some noise. Lady, come away from this place of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. Come away. That some power greater than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Here lies the husband of thy bosom. They are dead, and Paris too. Come, come. I'll hide thee away in the sisterhood of holy nuns. Come, stay not to question. The watch is coming.
Hold on. Who's there?
Stay.
Go. Get the heads, for I will not away. Here. Cup goes in my crewman's hand. Poison I see it in this timeless end. Churl, it drunk all and left no happy drop to help me after. Thy lips, haply some pleasant gift I'll hang on them to make me die with restorative. Thy lips are warm. Wait, Peter, which way? Hey, noise. And I'll be brief. Here, dagger. This is thy sheath. Here, rust. Let me die.
This is the place where the torch stops burned.
The ground is bloody. Go search the churchyard. Whoever you find, Jack. Pitiful sight. Here lies the Paris, county Paris, slain. And Juliet, weaving
see the ground where all these woes do lie.
Here's Benvolio and the fire that trembles weeps and sighs.
If this adventure is so early up, calls our person from our morning rest.
What should it be that they so shriek abroad?
The people in the streets cry Romeo. So Juliet is in Paris? And murmur the general outcry towards our monuments.
What fear is this which trembles in our ears?
Sovereign, there lies the Count of Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed.
Huh?
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Oh, heavens! Oh, life! Look how our daughter bleeds! This dagger hath mistaken, for lo, his house was empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom!
Oh, the sight of death rings like a bell to me, and calls my old age to a sepulchre. Oh.
Come, Montague, for thou art early out, to see thy son and heir more early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. My son's exile has stopped her breath. What other woe could bother me now?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Oh! 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 What untaught is this? What manners is this? To press before thy father to a grave.
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general to your woes and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected of such having placed against me. I stand here to impeach and purge, myself condemned, myself excused.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she, there dead, was that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, and for whom Juliet pined not for Tybalt. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to County Paris. Come she to me with wild looks and bid me devise some mean to remove from her the second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. And gave her, as treated by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it brought on her the form of death. Meanwhile, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as his dire night, being the time the potion's force would cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone at the prefixed hour of her waking came I, to take her from her borrowed grave. But when I arrived some minute ere the time of her waking, there lay noble Sir Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes. I entreated her to go and take this move of heaven with patience, but some noise frightened me from the tomb, and desperate she would not go with me. Someone said, it seems, to die or hate upon herself. All this I know to be true, and to the marriage the nurse is privy. And if aught in this miscarried by my fault, and my old life you sacrificed some hour before his time, under the rigor of severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where is Benvolio? What can she say in this?
I brought Romeo news of Juliet's death. And in post, he came from Mantua to the same place, to the same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, and threatened me with death going in the vault. I departed not, and left him there.
Give me the letter, I will look on it. Where is the one that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made the county in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me to stand aloof, and so I did. Anon took one of flight to open two, and by, and then perished drawing him.
This letter doth approve the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother, Montague, give me your hand. This is my daughter's jointure. No more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. I will raise her statue in pure gold, that as long as Verona by this name is known, there shall be no figure of such great set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his ladies lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.